everyone, welcome to my channel. I have a compilation of my canvas DIYs today. I'm going to stain these beads with some Golden Oak Gel Stain by Varathane. And I have 3 8x10 canvases from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to cut up some popsicle sticks. And I'm cutting these down so that I can attach the twine and the beads. And here I'm just tying a knot in the end of the twine, and then I'm hot gluing the other end so that I can thread it through the beads. And then I'm just going to put 3 on, and then I'm going to hot glue them in place with the popsicle sticks. And then I make sure I measure how wide I want it to be, and then I just pull it tight and hot glue the other side, and then I repeat that on the other side. You can use more beads if you want to. I just wanted to use 3. And then I'm going to repeat that for the other canvas. And I did it off camera. So now I'm just gonna I tied the knot at the end of the twine, and then I'm just gonna put on the rest of the beads, and then this is gonna make the hanger. And you can use as many beads as you like. Use bigger beads if you want to. You could just join the canvases together with the popsicle sticks if you like. You don't have to use the beads. And then once that's glued in place, I just snip off the ends. And I have these wall stickers from Dollar Tree. So I am just going to use 3 of them and stick them down. And I thought they were going to stick, but they didn't stick that well. Sometimes the Dollar Tree stuff sticks really well, and other times it doesn't. So I decided to put some Mod Podge on the back to stick it down. And that has worked because they're still on there. And I made this video a while ago. So yeah, just brush it on the back and then stick it on where you want to on the front. And I just did that for the last one as well. You can Mod Podge over the top if you want to, but I didn't bother. And this is how it turned out, and I love how this one turned out. I have an 8x8 canvas, just a flat one, again from Dollar Tree, and I'm just hot gluing on some bigger beads, 1 in the middle and 1 each corner, because this is going to turn into a tray. And now I'm using some Dollar Tree Super Glue wood glue to glue on these half beads, and I'll link them down below. And I'm just going to attach them all around the outside of this canvas. But don't worry, I'm only going to show you me doing one side, and then I'll do the rest off camera. And then I stained it all with some Waverly Antique Wax. And then I have these tile stickers from Dollar Tree. They have lots of different, they have a few different patterns and colours, but I wanted to use these blue ones and they fit perfect in there. So I just keep sticking them down. You can use some extra glue if you want to. You're probably better off to do that. But since I was making the video, I didn't put any extra glue. But none of them have come off. If you didn't want to use all your stickers and cover the whole tray, you could just create a border inside the beads and that would look nice. You don't have to fill the whole thing. And I'm not going to show you me putting all of them on. I will do the rest off camera. And this is how it turned out. And I love how this one turned out as well. I used the Dollar Tree vinyl to to cut out the flowers on this, on my Cricut. And then I'm just going to transfer it to another 8x10, no 8x8, sorry, it's a square, 8x8 flat canvas from Dollar Tree. And I'll link this transfer tape down below because it works well with the Dollar Tree vinyl. And I love this vinyl, I think it's so pretty. So just make sure it's all stuck down properly, and then I trimmed off any excess with an X-Acto knife. And then I have some lace, so I am just going to cut 4 lengths. Okay, I folded it in half and then I just cut off how much I wanted to use. But I did need 4 lengths because there's 4 sides. And I just cut it a wee bit longer than the sides. I think I got this lace from Hobby Lobby. You could always use the Dollar Tree ribbons for this. They have like that cotton lacy one. So now I'm just going to hot glue the pieces of lace to the back. Just watch you don't burn your fingers. I'm going to do that for each side. And then that's when I trim off the ends so that they look rounded and blend in with each other. And then I just hot glued and patched it up if I had to. And I just repeat that for every corner. And then once that was done, I made a hanger for the back, and I'm just using some twine and a popsicle stick. And this is how it turned out, and I think this one turned out really pretty as well. Have another 8x8 flat canvas, and I'm going to paint it with some Waverly plaster chalk paint. And I have 4 half beads, and I'm using some Mountain Blue apple barrel paint. And then I'm going to dry brush some gold metallic paint over the top of these half beads. And then I just dry brushed some gold paint around the edges of this canvas. I just wanted to create like a little colour border around the outside, and I did that on every side. And then I'm just going to hot glue the half beads in the corners. You can use more beads if you want to. And then I'm going to do the same thing with these beads. Paint them with the mountain blue paint and then dry brush them with the gold metallic paint. And I'm just going to bead them on some twine, and that's going to make the hanger. And then I just use a skewer when I'm painting the beads, unless I had lots and lots. Then I would put them in a bag or something. But when you only have a few, you can just use one of the skewers from Dollar Tree and put them on and paint them. And then they don't roll around or anything. And I'm just going to attach the hanger with some hot glue and a popsicle stick. And I have this flower from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to hot glue it to the canvas. You can take the little hanger off the top if you want to, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to use it for something else. But this is how it turned out. I have another canvas from Dollar Tree, and this is 8x10, but this is the one with the wood in it. So I'm just cutting the wood, no, cutting the canvas off the wood with a box cutter. And I want to keep that piece of canvas, so I'm just cutting it along the outside edge, and then I'm pulling off all the excess canvas and the staples. And then I just took off any that were sticking out. And hammered that one back in. And I'm going to use some Dollar Tree Super Glue wood glue. And I'm just gluing these half beads all around the outside. I just tried to get them equal space apart. And I stained it with the Golden Oak Gel Stain by Varathane. And now I'm going to reuse that piece of canvas that I cut off. So I am just hot gluing around outside of it so I can stick the wooden frame back on. I'm getting rid of any extra hot glue there. And then I'm using that last wall sticker that I had. And I'm just going to glue that inside. And then I decided to try hot gluing this one instead of the Mod Podge. Oh, I didn't sand the frame either. If you want to, you can sand the frame, try and make it smooth. But I quite like how it turned out, looking rough. And then I made a hanger for the back. And this is how it turned out. I paint an 8x8 canvas with some black paint. It's one of the flat ones. And then I made 4 of these 4x4 no, 4 tower blocks, and then I'm just going to glue them together in a square. And just make sure there's no excess glue seeping out. And then I painted it black, and these pieces are from the Star Brain Teaser puzzle game, and I just painted 4 of them black. I think I used 2 of the game for this. And then I just hot glue them around the outside. You could paint them all if you wanted to, but I just painted the orange ones. And then I stained the other ones with some Waverly Antique Wax. And I'm just going to glue the canvas inside it. And then I'm using my Cricut Joy to print off this geometric design, and I'm just weeding it out. When I use some gold vinyl, and I'm just going to transfer it to the picture. I think this is the first time I used my Cricut. So I'm just making it sure it's in the center and measuring it before I stick it down properly. And you don't have to use these colors, you can use any colors that you like. Black is my favorite color. I just peel off the transfer tape. Also, you can use whatever design you like. Well, I added a hanger off camera and this is how it turned out. This is one of the wee canvases from Dollar Tree that already has a picture on it. And I just wanted to add something extra to it, so I printed off this design on my Cricut, and I was just using the Dollar Tree vinyl. And I'm just going to transfer it to the front of the canvas. And I used the Dollar Tree vinyl because it's not pure bright white. And I'm just going to make sure that it's in the center. And I just put something underneath it so that I would have a hard surface. And this one was really easy. And this is how it turned out. I have 3 of the small, I think they're 5x7 flat canvases from Dollar Tree, and I have these bamboo sticks from Amazon, and I will link them down below. And here I am just measuring how long I want the bamboo pieces to be, and I'm just marking it off with a Sharpie, and I'm trying to make sure they're all the same length. And then I just use some pliers to snip them down. I need four pieces for this part. And then I'm just measuring for the longer side pieces. Sorry that you can't see the bottom. And then I just snip them down to size. There you go, I moved it. I'm just sanding down the ends, making sure they're smooth with a wee sanding block from Dollar Tree. And then I stained them with the bamboo with the golden oak gel stain, and then I painted the canvases with the plaster chalk paint. And I'm just going to use a couple of craft sticks to join all the canvases together. And then I made a hanger for the top with some twine and a popsicle stick. And I'm just going to hot glue the bamboo pieces on the front of the canvas. One at the top and one over each of the joins, and then another one at the bottom. And then I'm just going to hot glue the longer pieces on the top. And I printed off 3 different lotus flowers on my Cricut. So I'm just going to transfer them to the picture, and I'm using the holographic vinyl because it's so pretty. It goes like from blue to purple to pink. Try and show you on the camera, but it doesn't pick it up as well when you're shining the light on it. And you don't have to use the holographic vinyl either. You could use a plain one. You could use any color you like, any design you like. You can paint the wood or the canvases any colors that you like. I struggled getting that one off. You can't really see, but it does change colors. I'll just put the last one on now. And this is how it turned out. I'm trying to show you the different colors, but it just doesn't come up on the camera so well. But it's really pretty in real life. Have an 8x10 canvas, and I'm just going to take the canvas off the front with a box cutter, and I'm cutting it close to the edge so that I can keep the piece of canvas. Oh my god. Canvas! Sometimes it cuts easy, sometimes it doesn't. Because it has all these wee strings in it. And then I just take the excess off the back. And sometimes that comes off easy too. Sometimes it doesn't. And then any of the staples that were sticking out, I took them off. And then if any are sticking out, just hammer them down. You can take them all out if you like. And then I stain this mini wood palette and 4 half beads with some early American wood stain. And this is one of the, is it 10x12? It's one of the bigger canvases that are there. And then I have this wallpaper from Dollar Tree, and I just stick that onto the canvas, and then I cut the excess off with some scissors. Make sure you get it flat because I got a crease in mine. And I'm going to glue this canvas with some hot glue in the middle. And then I'm going to glue the palette inside the canvas frame. And then I'm just going to glue the wooden beads to the corners of this. And I have this home sign from Dollar Tree, and I had painted it with some plaster chalk paint. But I'd done that for another DIY. I stole it from that. See, there's the plaster chalk paint that I used. And I had made the hanger for it, but I didn't show you guys. But this is how it turned out. I am using some Dollar Tree Super Glue wood glue to glue these half beads on. And I'm using a larger one and then some smaller ones. You can use however many you like. I'm just putting those in the corners. And then I just added some more because I wasn't sure how many I was going to use for it. And then I painted everything with some plaster chalk paint. And now I'm going to dry brush some gold metallic paint on those beads. And it's up to you if you want to do to paint the beads and stuff, and what colours to use. And I'm going to use a wall sticker, but you can use whichever wall stickers that you like. So I just dry brushed around all the edges just to make a wee border. And then I used some of this belly slipper paint and then the gold metallic paint to colour in these beads. I'm just making a hanger now. The stick didn't want to cut. So just tying a knot at one end and hot gluing the other end. And then I'm going to thread the beads on. It's up to you how many beads you want to use, how you want it to look. I don't know how many I used here. So once they're on, I'm just going to attach it to make the hanger. And I have this wall sticker from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to stick that in the middle. And this is how it turned out. This is one of the wee 5x7 flat canvases, and I'm just going to hot glue some tower blocks to the back to make a stand. And I have the other wood piece there because I was making two DIYs at once, but just never mind that one. Anyway, this was going to be a wee standing one as well. I painted them with some Waverly ink chalk paint. Okay, so I'd already put the Root for Yourself one on, and this is the holographic vinyl again, and I found these pictures on Cricut Design Space. So I'll just show you me put on the other DIY I'd made in this video. The Root for Yourself one had lots of fiddly bits, that's why I didn't show it. You can kind of see there the colour changing. So here I'm just going to add some greenery to the top. This is also from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to hot glue it in place. And then once I've hot glued that, I just add some purple florals. And just hot glue them on as well. And the glue sticks are so messy. Or the glue strings, they're annoying. So that's it. I just added a wee bit. And that's it. This is how it turned out. And it looks blue here, but then it changes to pink and purple. And it's so pretty in real life. This is an old video. I have two 8x8 canvases, the flat ones, and I'm going to use some Mod Podge and just going to brush that all over. And then I have two different scarves from Dollar Tree. Once I have covered the canvas in Mod Podge, I just stick down the scarf with the part of the design I want to be on my canvas, and then I trimmed it down. Probably could have trimmed it down a lot more. So I just Mod Podged the back as well so that I can stick it all down. And I'm only going to show you me doing one. But yeah, you can trim it down more at the back if you want to. This is what the front looks like. I stained some tower blocks with some Waverly Antique Wax. I'm just making a hanger here for both of the pictures. Oh, and I stained some of these wee blocks as well. I'm just hot gluing them in place. And these are just going to create a frame. I'm doing a block, tower block, block, tower block. And on the other one I did 4 blocks in each corner and then 3 tower blocks on each side. And I'm just using some Dollar Tree nautical rope to I'm hot gluing it on the outside, as I thought that it would look good. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. This is when I first got the nautical rope and I want to use it on everything. So just snip it off and then hot glue it in place. I love how these turned out. I've used the tropical scarves, but you can use whichever ones that you like. Here I have two 5x7 canvases, but I already took the canvas off one of them, so I'm just going to show you me doing the second one. And I wanted to keep the canvas, and now I'm just using some Dollar Tree super glue wood glue, and I'm just going to glue together the two sides that had the staples on them. And then I'm just adding some extra glue and I'm gluing on one of these mini pallets. And now I'm just cutting out the canvas, and then I have these wall tiles from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to cut them down to fit inside the frame. So I just stuck it down. I stained everything with some Waverly Antique Wax, and now I'm just going to hot glue the canvas to the back. I'm just doing it bit by bit so that it will sit flat. And now I'm making a hanger for the back. And I had this wee vase with a flower, but I didn't like the flower, so I just switched it out for some greenery. And this is how it turned out, and it's just a cute wee shelf. I have 4 5x7 canvases, and I already took the canvas off 3 of them, so I'm just going to show you me doing the last one. So I want to keep the canvases, so I did them all like this because I'm going to reuse them for this one. And then I sanded them all down because they're all a bit rough. And here I am just gluing them all together in a square. Now I did it this way, but what I should have done was painted the canvases first, and then, well, the frames first, and then stuck the canvases on before I stuck all the frames together. Anyway, I sprayed all that black. I had those 2 pictures as well, and these are some star beads and some confetti, which I thought was beads when I picked it up. But it still worked. But anyway, I just beaded on star confetti in different lengths with some black thread. You could just do all stars. I thought I would just use the confetti anyway since I bought it. So I'm not sure, I think I used 7 stars on the left side and then 10 stars on the other side. And now I have one of these wee wooden squares and a wee wooden cube from Dollar Tree, and I just glued them together with some Dollar Tree super glue wood glue. And now I'm just going to glue the stars in place with some hot glue because I want them to be hanging down. And I did the longer one in the middle and then 2 shorter ones at the sides, and I tried to make them, the 2 side ones, the same length. And then I glued the canvas on the inside. Yeah, just trimmed it down and then I glued it with some hot glue. But I should have done this before I put the frame together. So just remember to do that, it'll be much easier. I just hot glued one end and then hot glued the sides just because I was trying to make it as tight as possible. I did that for all sides, and now I'm just going to glue one of these picture frames to the bottom. It's upside down, and then I'm going to glue this piece on top. So you could put that on top like that, or you can turn it around like this. So you can have a planter lantern. I just filled it with some Dollar Tree rocks and put a succulent in it. And you can easily take it off, and I just had those 2 wee candles to put in it. This is what it looks like while the lights are on, and this is what it looks like when the lights are off. I have this picture frame from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to take the back out. And I'm going to paint it with some ink chalk paint. And then I'm using the glass to mark off where I want to cut out this fabric that I got from Dollar Tree. And I'm just using some fabric scissors and trimming it down. And now I'm putting the glass back. And giving it a wee clean first. And then I put it back in. And then I put the fabric down. And then I put the rest of the backing down. And I painted this 5x7 flat canvas with some plaster chalk paint. And then I am just putting a wee half bead on each corner to mark off with some masking tape where I am going to paint it. And I painted it with some ink Waverly chalk paint. And I'm doing these two sides first. And then just giving a blast with the hairdryer. And then I gave it a second coat. And then once it's dry, I take off the masking tape. And then I put some fresh stuff on. I do the same thing again with the beads so I get the right size. And then I masked those pieces off and I did the same thing. And you can use any colours or fabric that you like to do this. I now have a heat tool, but the hairdryer does work. I stained the beads with some Waverly antique wax, and I have two different sizes there. And I have these transfers from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to cut out the ones that I want and then transfer them to the canvas. And they have so many different choices for transfers these days, if you can find them. And so the canvas is not a flat surface, so it took longer to apply these than it would if it was flat. But I just keep putting them on just to cover up that part in the middle. and then you just overlap them so that you can cover up. And then I'm gluing the smaller beads on in the corners. And the larger beads in the corners of the frame. Oh my god, you can see me in it. I didn't notice that before. And then I just hot glued that to the front of the picture. You don't have to use a glass if you don't want to. And this is how it turned out. I have another 8x10 flat canvas from Dollar Tree and 2 of these wee mini pallets, and I'm going to use some Dollar Tree super glue wood glue to glue the pallets to the canvas. Well, I'm going to glue them to each other first. Then I'm going to glue them to the canvas. I'm just going to do that right at the bottom. And then I stained it with some Waverly Antique Wax along with some beads for the hanger, and I'm using some more of this tartan fabric from Dollar Tree. I'm just cutting it down to size. And then I'm going to Mod Podge it on. So I just put plenty of Mod Podge on, and then you can stick down the fabric. And this is doesn't matter what kind of Mod Podge, I don't think either. I have the gloss one. And then I tried to get the lines as straight as I could. And I did cut it a wee bit bigger than the canvas so that I could fold over and have nice edges. And I just stuck them down with the Mod Podge as well. You can go over the fabric on the front with the Mod Podge if you want to, but I don't want to. And here I have some metal ribbon, so I'm just figuring out how long I want it to be, and then I'm going to cut it down with some scissors. And I'm going to cut 2 pieces of this, and I cut it just a wee bit longer than the canvas so that I can fold it around the edges. And then I'm just hot gluing it in place. And I have a piece for the top. Oh, maybe I didn't fold it around the edge, did I? I thought I did. And actually, the hot glue, because it's fabric, the hot glue sticks the metal to the fabric. And it actually stays in place. So I'll see now if I fold it over or not. I did. I did fold it over. And just squeezed it with some pliers. And now I'm putting the beads on some twine, and then I'm going to glue the hanger on, and that will be it finished. And this is how it turned out. Let me know which one of these DIYs was your favourite. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!